Why is the FPSO industry growing so fast? Offshore Market Explained. The FPSO industry plays a central role in offshore oil and gas, enabling the extraction, processing, storage, and transport of hydrocarbons in areas where fixed platforms are not viable. Over time, it has evolved into a specialized sector defined by innovation, adaptability, and resilience. As global energy demand rises and conventional reserves decline, offshore exploration is moving into deeper and more remote waters, increasing the importance of FPSOs as a flexible and efficient solution. This shift is driving market growth. The FPSO sector expanded from $4.8 billion in 2022 to $5.4 billion in 2023, reflecting strong investment in offshore projects and technological advancement. As a result, FPSOs have become one of the most cost-effective and adaptable solutions in offshore energy, supporting the changing demands of global production. FPSOs are defined by their flexibility and adaptability, allowing deployment across a wide range of offshore environments. They operate in both shallow and ultra-deep waters and remain functional under harsh weather conditions, making them suitable for diverse field developments. This capability enables mobility. Unlike fixed platforms, FPSOs can be redeployed once a reservoir declines, allowing operators to extend asset value and respond efficiently to new opportunities. Operational versatility is also key. FPSOs handle multiple processes, including oil, gas, and water separation, gas compression, and storage, while supporting the integration of technologies such as carbon capture and renewable energy systems. As a result, converted FPSOs play a major role in the market. They offer shorter lead times and lower costs by repurposing existing tankers, supporting both economic efficiency and more sustainable offshore operations. The growth of the FPSO industry is driven by the shift toward offshore resources as onshore reserves decline. As accessible fields are depleted, operators are focusing more on deepwater and ultra-deepwater regions such as Brazil, the Gulf of Mexico, and West Africa, where significant reserves require advanced offshore solutions. This shift is driving increased investment in offshore exploration and production. Large-scale capital flows into deepwater projects are reinforcing the role of FPSOs as a practical and efficient way to develop complex fields. Technological progress continues to strengthen the industry. Advances in dynamic positioning, modular construction, and material design have improved reliability, safety, and efficiency. Features such as double hull structures enhance environmental protection, while self-propelled systems expand access to remote locations. As a result, these factors are extending the reach and capability of FPSOs, supporting their continued expansion in the global energy sector. The FPSO market operates on a global scale, shaped by distinct regional dynamics that influence development and investment. Each region presents a different mix of opportunities and challenges, reflecting the complexity of offshore operations. In North America, the Gulf of Mexico remains a key focus. While historically centered on shallow water production, the region is increasingly moving into deep water as technology advances and existing fields mature, supporting continued growth through new projects and infrastructure upgrades. This trend is also visible in Europe, particularly in the North Sea, where FPSO use is expanding to access deeper offshore resources and maintain production levels. Latin America is led by Brazil, which stands as a major hub for FPSO deployment. Extensive pre-salt reserves and ongoing investment are driving fleet expansion, positioning the country as a global leader in offshore production. At the same time, the Asia-Pacific region is emerging as the fastest-growing market. Increased investment, especially in countries such as China and India, is accelerating offshore development and strengthening the region's role in global energy supply. As a result, regional trends continue to shape the FPSO industry, with growth driven by technological advancement, resource potential, and sustained investment across key markets. The FPSO industry faces several challenges that must be carefully managed despite its advantages. high capital requirements remain a major barrier, with significant costs linked to construction, conversion, and maintenance, especially in volatile market conditions. This leads to increased regulatory pressure. As offshore operations expand into more sensitive environments, stricter environmental and safety standards are enforced, requiring investment in spill prevention and energy-efficient technologies. Market volatility adds further complexity. Fluctuations in oil prices directly affect project profitability, forcing operators to adopt flexible strategies to manage financial risk. As a result, the industry must balance cost, compliance, and market uncertainty to sustain long-term development and investment. The FPSO industry is characterized by intense competition among major players such as Modic, SBM Offshore, BW Offshore, and Jensen Holdings Berhad. These companies drive continuous innovation, focusing on improving efficiency, safety, and sustainability in offshore operations. This competitive environment accelerates technological advancement. Next-generation FPSO projects, particularly in deepwater developments, highlight the demand for specialized engineering solutions capable of operating in complex conditions. Collaboration is also essential. Joint ventures and partnerships allow companies to combine expertise and resources, enabling the execution of large-scale and technically demanding projects. As a result, shared investment in research and development strengthens innovation across the sector, supporting the ongoing evolution of FPSO technology and operational performance. Sustainability is becoming a central factor in the evolution of the FPSO industry. As global energy systems shift toward lower carbon sources, operators are integrating renewable technologies such as wind and solar into hybrid FPSO designs to reduce emissions and improve efficiency. This transition is driving further innovation. The potential integration of carbon capture and storage within FPSO operations reflects efforts to align offshore production with environmental targets while maintaining operational viability. At the same time, the industry's long-term outlook remains tied to global energy demand. As offshore exploration expands into new regions, FPSOs continue to provide a flexible solution for resource development. As a result, future growth will depend on combining technological advancement with regulatory compliance and sustainability goals, ensuring that FPSOs remain relevant in an evolving energy landscape. The FPSO industry stands at a point where opportunity and challenge intersect, defined by its ability to adapt to changing market conditions, advancing technology, and rising environmental expectations. This adaptability underpins its continued relevance in the global energy sector. As a result, strong growth prospects and a focus on innovation are positioning FPSOs to meet the increasing complexity of offshore production. Their flexibility allows deployment across a wide range of environments, from shallow water developments to ultra-deepwater fields. This highlights their strategic importance. FPSOs support energy security by enabling access to remote resources while contributing to economic development through large-scale offshore projects. In this way, the industry continues to balance efficiency, resilience, and sustainability, maintaining its role as a critical component of modern energy systems.